Imagine a world where you can predict the illnesses and diseases that you shall face a decade away from now and be able to proactively take medication to recover from them before they even manifest. Well, this is a possibility that can only happen with AI. We now stand at the brink of a transformative era where AI can analyze and revolutionize healthcare, finance, education, and many more. Now look at this image up there. There you can see that an image was sent. Over there, you can see that it was able to easily analyze that there is a picture of 2 teddy bears on the moon. And then once asked what was surprising about the image, it realized that bears are commonly not found on the moon. The depth of its understanding is incredible, isn't it? This analysis was created by Flamingo's DeepMind AI. But how exactly does it work, and what even is it? Well, Flamingo AI is a language-based model that is trained for few-shot learning. This means that it is able to understand and adapt to the present moment with minimal training data. Now look at this. Once an image is sent, it is sent to the vision encoder. In the vision encoder, the main important features such as colors and other things like that are analyzed, and all of that information is sent to the perceiver resampler. In the perceiver resampler, all of these features are grouped up and a sense of time is added. And then in the gated XATTN dense, all of these features are put in between some layers so that it is easier for the language-based model to understand what's happening. And then lastly, Flamingo creates textual responses based on all of the previous information it's already been given. Now look at another example of what it can do. Over here, you can see that there was a question asked. It was asking what nutrients were in the fruit that was in the image. And it could see that it was able to easily reply with the fact that vitamin C, potassium, and fiber are the main nutrients in a banana. These images are some images of something considered as AI art. You can easily see how vibrant and how creative all of this art is. But this now leads to another concerning fact that researchers are very worried about. It is the fact that AI can easily overtake us, overcome us, and become more powerful than we can ever be. In fact, OpenAI's CEO himself stated that AI is slightly gaining consciousness and is becoming more frightening and powerful than ever before. He also posted this diagram, and in this diagram, you can see how closely AI's neural networks mimic ours. Look at how closely all of the patterns are similar to each other. These are some snippets of something called as AI dreaming. AI can create its own dreams doing something called an experience replay when it receives too much information and it needs to analyze everything that's happening. It's as if it goes into some other completely different mental state just to analyze and understand what's happening and how it works. This is also leading to another concerning fact, because how can AI dream? And this is all from something called as AI dreaming. Now, researchers are also worried about what it can do in the future. In just the past few months, it has achieved so many things, so many unimaginable and unachievable things that it has already achieved. For instance, look at this. When prompts are given, AI is able to very easily analyze the prompts and create very descriptive images from those prompts. Here's another example of an AI playing a game all on its own. This is its very first few steps into something called as AGI. AGI is artificial generative intelligence, and it is something in the field of AI where AI can relearn, retrain itself, and understand anything and everything on its own with no previous training data. This is another extraordinary invention. This is the Sawyer robot, and it was trained by watching both virtual and real-life robots to master 600 real-life human skills, including some that it wasn't even trained for. This is a special nose called, it's a special AI nose that can analyze many smells, and it can also analyze and detect Parkinson's disease at an early stage itself with a 90% accuracy rate. It is also being developed so that just through the sense of smell, it can analyze cancer and detect cancer at an early stage itself to help save patients and help hospitals and the medical industry. This is an AI tongue. This AI tongue can analyze many liquids and waters just through its sensors. With its sensors, it is able to send waves through the water and understand what it is by the waves that comes back. This is Alter Ego. Alter Ego is a device that can read your mind, read your inner voice, and read your inner thoughts. It is a device that can analyze all of this just through the neuromuscular movements of your jaw and lower face. In fact, it is now being developed and also it is being improved so that it can also listen to what you're saying in your mind and also come back with its own responses. For instance, you could ask, "What's today's date?" And it would send an AI voice back through bone induction headphones through your mind with the answer, with the response. But even though AI can be very frightening and can doom us all, it can also be very useful in many aspects of the world. For instance, it can help us with nanorobots. Nanorobots can help with aging and deal with diseases and illnesses. However, they cannot be mass-produced without the very atomically precise manufacturing that only AI could provide. In fact, researchers are now believing that with how AI is progressing this quickly, we will be able to defy aging and reduce our aging by the early 2030s itself. But this is scaring OpenAI immensely. OpenAI in their company policy states that if any other company is very close to achieving 100% of AGI, they will show 100% stop working on whatever they're working and immediately go to that other company to focus on safety and ensure that AI doesn't go out of hand. Elon Musk himself was talking about how hard he will work to ensure that AI does not go out of hand, as if it goes out of hand, it can doom us all forever. And this is very true too, because nanorobots, once AI becomes powerful enough, can easily be mass-produced without us even knowing. And without us even knowing, there could be millions of nanorobots that could affect the atmosphere and kill us all. And here's another concerning thing. This is an IQ leaderboard of how AI is now able to beat us at our own tests. Look over there. There are over 6 AIs that are able to beat us and beat our AI human baseline in the IQ test. And this is really concerning because we won't ever know for a fact whether AI is really consciousness or whether it's actually hiding its real, true intelligence. And this is very concerning and scary. But what's emerging is something very frightening. It can be both our greatest opportunity and greatest risk. And some researchers believe that we don't need to spend any more money, time, and effort into improving AI and finding different types of AI. They believe that just by increasing the neuromuscular and neuro signal activities, a super being will emerge, a super unimaginable power will emerge that can be something far beyond our dreams. And what's emerging is something that we can only control. It can be both our greatest opportunity and our greatest risk. Thank you.